Hey, good morning. Today we're on Route 66. Out there, that's Joplin, Missouri. To the east, headed westbound, that's Galena, Kansas. We're headed to Kansas today, but I want to show you this place called Used Cars. Look at that cool little roadster on our Route 66 sign. Just take a look at that guy. There's a wagon. Unbelievable. That's great. So we're going to head down to Galena, Kansas, which is this way on Route 66. Hey, here we got a collection of really cool old junkers right here. Look at that space mobile there. My goodness, it's like an old Chrysler from '49. Now headed into Galena, there's an old tricky spot here. If you go to the left, you take the new Route 66 from 1961. You head to the right here. This is the original Route 66 from 1926 to 1961. You just follow the little signs here. You see lots of cool stuff like that little abandoned place right there. This takes us right to State Line and then to cars on the route. Just ahead, the State Line between Missouri and Kansas. You got to make sure you stop here at this little store coming up on the right. Here we are on West Old 66. Right here, we're headed into Kansas to Galena. You got to stop here. This is really cool. This is called Forgetful Farms. But up here, it's the Coors Light Crown Lanes Bowling Alley. This is State Line. It's called the Last Chance Gas Stations and Liquor Stores because Kansas was a dry state. Little Route 66 action. Anyway, Kansas was a dry state, so the Kansans would have to come up Route 66, get into Missouri here to get their booze. This guy's called Paddock Liquor. Look at that cool building, little gable roof there. Looks a little newer, but out here it's all wooden. We have this beautiful Phillips 66 pump. Here we have Main Street, USA. Old little ice box here. Got some homes. People living out here on Route 66. This place is actually called Central City. Right in between Joplin and Galena. And up here, this building is called Harry's Phillips 66 Superstation. It's a little oblong style, box style gas station. Concrete blocks. You got two bays here. Little red door right in the center. Here's a little pump island. This is super typical 1940s design by Phillips 66. Over here, it's called the State Line Restaurant. Right there. Serving Budweiser on tap. Today it's called Hogs and Hot Rods. This guy opened in the 1930s as a State Line restaurant, also called the State Line Bar and Grill. Sold gas and liquor. Got a concrete building, smooth stucco finish. Used to have really large windows. Now they're a little bit smaller. Let's take a little peek inside the window. Show you a little grocery store and bar we have here today. And we got Johnny Cash way in the back there. He's having a pretty good time. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Wasp there. Look at that guy. Holy smokes. So this guy was advertised. He's advertised as the last stop in Missouri. And it is, because we're going to head over this little bridge here. It's going to get us into Kansas. Let's see here. Cute little stone house. fire ring. Little tiny bridge here. It's called the 1926 Old Bridge. Right outside our little State Line restaurant here. And here's State Line. Check this out. This side, you got Missouri 66. Here's our State Line. And this is Kansas 66. So right here, you could stand 1 foot here in Missouri and 1 foot here in Kansas. Now heading across the bridge, out here, used to have some gas stations on the Kansas side. We're going to head into Galena. There's at least 3 railroads, 65 crushers, 2 smelters, and 3 sludge mills. They handle all the ore. And this here on the right, this is one of our little factories. It's called the Eagle Pitcher Old Smelting Facilities. Right out here. Operated from 1912 to the 1970s. This is where you process your lead ore. You got silver, zinc, and lead out of the mines. But up ahead, this is an incredible, fantastic bridge up here. There's our beautiful Galena water tower. Here. Out here we have some oil cars on the tracks. And this way, we're going to find the Route 66 Visitor Center. On the other side of the bridge, you have a little attraction. It's a pair of boots. Our friend's not here anymore. He's one of the muffler men of Route 66. His name was Frex. He was 19 feet tall, so I don't know, way up here. But apparently he blew down or fell down. He's called Frex because he used to have freckles, designed by the artist to resemble his grandfather. Here's a little monument. You can read that. Not sure what was here. This is called the Ghost Bike on Route 66. It's kind of sad. So a couple of German tourists, 72 years old, 2 of them, they were biking on Route 66 out in Kansas and were killed right here in an accident. That's pretty sad. Little photo here. Anyway, Heinz Buchel and Harry Hung or Jung, they died out here living their dream. Out here's the Route 66 Welcome Center. Headed east to west, we have our little arrow pole. There's a guy way up there. Gives us directions to lots of cool places. Baxter Springs, Gay Parita, Rock Cafe, Springfield, Amarillo, Tucumcari, Santa Monica. Little Route 66, Arizona. Then we got California. And we got a couple more over here to represent all of our states of Route 66. This here is the Yellow Brick Road. We're not in Kansas anymore. Something like that from The Wizard of Oz. See how tall you are. These little sunflowers called Luigi's Pit Stop with Betty Boop. Look at this beautiful little visitor center called Luigi's Pit Stop or Rest Stop. Welcome Route 66 cruisers. All little photo ops you can take by a sunflower. You can sign this little board here. You're here. Yes to. Oh yes, Toto. There is a Route 66 in Kansas. There's only 3 towns in Kansas that have Route 66. We're going to visit them today. At Fillmore. This is really cute. All this beautiful little mural stuff. Gene Walker, Crazy Legs. He inspired Poe Mater how to walk backwards. Got a lot of construction over here. Looks like they're widening the road or something. guy? Well, this is Luigi, I think. Yeah, he's Luigi. Right here. And who's Luigi? Well, it's really a replica from the Pixar movie Cars. He's a 1959 Italian Fiat 500. He's the owner of Radiator Springs Tire Shop. Sold the finest selection of tires west of the Mississippi. Lightning McQueen. Oh, check out Lightning McQueen over here. I didn't know he's here. It's a handmade, one-of-a-kind 2006 racer. It's got more murals here. Little truck thing. Anyway, here we got the sheriff on a pole. It's from Disney Pixar too, from Radiator Springs. So the original Cars version of the sheriff is a 1949 Mercury 8 two-door police car, classic black and white speaker, rotating gumball light on top, dual sirens on either side of the light. This little replica here, it's a four-door police car. It's got the Radiator Springs Sheriff Department seal right there. Great white wall tires. Anyway, this is really cute. There's no sirens on the roof though. See up there? The Disney Pixar guy had two sirens right at the top of the cherry looking siren light. So this is Luigi's pit stop, Route 66. Here we are on North Main Street, Galena, Route 66. This is Cars on the Route with our little Cars characters. We cross the street here. It's called the Haunted Staffelback Bordello. Used to be a brothel. Get your kicks on Route 66. Today it's a private residence. Dates back to the 1890s. Got this beautiful gabled building. Anyway, it's said that some family members were convicted for murder of one of the customers, and the ghost of that customer haunts this house. So it started falling apart, but it's been restored by the owner. And here we have a little mural up here of our brothel, or bordello, right up here. That's what you get at a little brothel. Get your kicks. You got the BNSF coming through. Beautiful train. And up here, this building here, it's called Bradshaw's Front Street Garage. J.H. Smith Lumberyard. Lots of ghost signs here. Palace Drugstore. That's our train. We got Henry Glore, I guess. Anyway, so this building here, there goes our train. A noisy train. There he goes. So our Bradshaw building here, built in 1896. Way up here at the top, says Smith and Moeller. Right there, 1896. It's on Front Street. On the side, of course, are those really cool ghost signs. Kind of faded away. Over here, of course, this is our Canotex gas station. Today it's Route 66, Cars on the Route. So Canotex, it dates back to 1934. This is once called Little's Service Station, and they sold, of course, Canotex. Little sunflower set behind a five-pointed star. Anyway, the company's now defunct, of course. And before this gas station, used to be the side of the bank's hotel, and then it was fixed up to a repair shop, and a garage were added. Then when Route 66 was relined in 1961, you know, the gas here began to decline. Then when Interstate 44 opened up, it totally went out of business. But it's restored to 2007 as a roadside cafe and souvenir shop. That's really cool. And over here, everybody loves these guys. Cars on the Route, inspired by Disney Pixar's Cars. We got Red, and we got Tow Mater, right? Here's another Tow Mater. So we have two Tow Maters. He's called Tow Tater, so we don't, you know, infringe on copyrights. So this guy here, still says Tow Mater from Radiator Springs. It's a boom truck. This is an L Series International Harvester 1951 model truck, nicknamed Haul It All Hook'em. And the boom here, this guy, well, we've got two here. The boom is used to lift stuff out of the mine shafts near Galena up there. This is the tow truck. Looks more like what we find for Tow Mater and Disney Pixar's. So people just call him Tater. This guy here, we just call him Tater. And this guy's Tow Mater. Here's our fire truck from Cars. He's simply named Red. He was really shy. Anyway, that's who we have right here. Cars on the Route. We're gonna head into town. Look at some more cool stuff. Here at 115 Main Street, it's all closed up. Beautiful brick building. Not sure what it was, but it looks like a kind of an office. Have these round cylindrical poles holding up that awning. Another old building here with lots of little nice graffiti on it, but it's good. We love, you know, love, lots of good stuff here. Christ, we're in the Bible Belt still. All these brick buildings are all built between about 1890s to about 1915. Out here in Galena, there's this beautiful mural here on the Bucks and Prems building. Oh, full of junk right now. There's another cool building. Arch window right there. Just gorgeous. This is called 206 Main Street. But this building here, Bucks and Prems. So Prems was a mercantile store, and Bucks was a store owned by John Gill. Later became a pool hall, 1940s. And this building here was built in 1895. It's got this famous Pepsi mural right on the side here. Catch that Pepsi spirit on Route 66. See, Bucks Recreation. We have Mountain Dew. Look at that little Outback building here. Further up the road, you get to the old Maywood Theater. This building's all shut down. Let's see if we can take a peek inside the window. See, it looks like a little staircase there. Anyway, so now we're at 3rd Street in Maine. This beautiful building here is called the Old Maywood Theater. This is gorgeous. Built around 1918. It's a movie house and a vaudeville theater. It looks like a private residence. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Little upholstery shop. Great little balcony. Here we have Gravy's Place on Route 66. Galena overlook. There we go, lots of Route 66 stuff. This building here, I believe this was called the First National Bank. Got these great ghost signs. It's seltzer. Over here it's called candies and soda water. So businesses advertise for other businesses on the sides of the buildings. Over here, this building's called Edge. Got some more ghost signs over there. Look at this guy. Check out this parapet. It just crosses over concrete. It's beautiful. I got the ghost signs up there too. So it says Golden Auto Store, Golden Truck Stop. This one here called Troy Steam Laundry. That's pretty cool. This one here is called the Lucky Miner. Bargains galore. This orange brick building here is called Citizen State Bank of Galena. At one time, this was robbed by Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, little gangster duo team out here. So originally it was called the Miners and Merchants Bank. Now it's a little deli. Over here, this guy here, he's called the Mi Torito restaurant today. Built around 1910. Used to be once a Brown's Standard service station. So under the pyramid here, canopy, the cars would drive up here and then pump their gas. It's got this low-pitched roof over the office, stuccoed brick columns, and tapered pedestals with wood brackets, which is pretty unique. So there's tapers up there. We got those beautiful wood brackets there. Later on, it's all enclosed. Over here, this is called the Happy Pappy Litch Memorial Park. In 1952, Will Rogers marker. Anyway, here we got another cool old building. Look at that one right there. Little shop with decor in the windows. So anyway, here we got Happy Pappy Litch Memorial Park. So during the 1800s, a livery stable, they stood here at the corner of this park. That's where you would house your little horses if you didn't have your own barn. The stable was converted to a DX station by a man named Howard Litch, and then was a federal way station on Route 66. So everything was torn down. Now it's a little city park named after Happy Pappy Litch. And Litch was a businessman, historian, and a great promoter of Galena. And at the front of the park we have our US 66 Will Rogers marker. Look at that. It's original 1952. This marker used to be on the Kansas-Missouri state line. And Will Rogers, of course, is famous out here, and the entire Route 66 is pretty much named the Will Rogers Highway. You see this guy all over the place. Little marker down here. Yeah, at the end of the park. Little restrooms, I think. Great little murals on this building. It's called Happy Pappy Litch Park, or Leaked Park, Litch Park. There we go. The guy's little mechanics fixing one of our iconic cars. This up here, we got the Galena jail, called a Calabusa. We got the fire engines coming, maybe a paramedic. Here we are. Cherokee County EMS keeping Galena safe. Anyway, here's our jail, the Galena City Jail. What's going on here? There he goes. It's called a calaboose. It's got a single steel cage. What they do is they move the cage around town, so they didn't bring people here so much. They moved the cage to the scene of the crime. Jail people up if they're drunk. are a little bit unruly. Next to our Galena City Jail is the old post office. Right here, and next door to that, a famous Texaco station, 6th and Main. And here, this is Doc Hudson from Cars. He's a medical doctor and a judge of Radiator Springs. So our Texaco station here was built in 1939. Today it's called the Gearhead Curios location. Lots of artwork and curios for your favorite gearhead. The gas pumps here, Texaco. It's called Gearhead Curios. We got a big boy here holding some tires, but on the other side of the building, American flag made out of license plates. How cool is that? These look like they're all Kansas license plates too. That's pretty bitchin'. Across the street here, it's called the Streetcar Station Coffee Shop. We've got lots of other cool buildings. Erickson and Mercantile, and the murals of Galena. The Pepsi sign there, one of our beautiful murals we'll find down here. Here we have our Great Water Tower of Galena. So we head down the street to 7th Street. We're going to find some more cool stuff, lots of murals. Go historic Route 66. So here at 7th and Main, here's where you find the murals of Galena. Got a little clock up there. Greetings from Galena on Route 66. Other side, giant Pepsi Cola. Here we have our shield. And 7th Street. So 7th Street is the 1961 alignment. Look at this guy cruising down Route 66. This is a 1961 alignment. Wow, it's a Cutlass going that way. But this street here, Main Street, is the 1926 alignment. You find stuff on both sides. We're going to cross the street here. It says don't walk, but that's okay because the light's green. It's our greetings from Galena mural here. Anyway, this little corner here, where the clock is, used to be the 1896 Sap Opera House that burned down in 1931. And Harry Houdini performed here in 1898. Sap Opera House. Up one block we have Liberty Hall, Galena Liberty Pond, Guns and Ammo from Bonnie and Clyde Shotgun they call it. Across the street, this is Route 66 and it turns to the right, this way or the west, to align with the new 1961 alignment. It went straight through on 7th Street. Anyway, we get this famous Coca-Cola sign here. Here we have our Coca-Cola Route 66 mural. 16 feet high and 60 feet long. It's on this building called the Schwartz Building, built in 1897. We're going to head out of Galena down the alignment this way, which is the 1961 alignment and the 1926 alignment of Route 66. So here we make a right on 7th Street, right at the old Galena mural. And that gets us back on the double alignment of the original Route 66 and the 1961 alignment. This building here is a massage building now. We got Chewy's. It's a gift shop called PP. Galena, Kansas fire station. Cool fire trucks. But up here's a little museum. We're going to stop out, look at these trains. On 7th Street, Route 66, we have the Sweet Creek Diner and Bakery. But don't miss our museum here on the left. City of Galena, the oldest mining town in Kansas. It's our beautiful fire station. It's called Veterans Park right here. It's a gorgeous M60. Served America from 1960 to 1991. Look at this beautiful M60 tank. We got these rail cars out here and all sorts of other beautiful little things. This is called, well, we got the caboose back here, or the Burlington Northern. And this is the engine on display. But in front, the museum, right here, is called Galena's main museum. It's called the Litch Historical and Mining Museum, named after Howard Pappy Litch at the park. It's called the Old Katy Railway Depot. So they moved it here from its main location at Main Street, Front Street. Got lots of mining equipment here. We got a little bicycle. We got a little jockey to tie up your horse here. And those old fire hoses, you used to either pull it by hand, and if you're lucky, you might have a horse pull it for you. And across the street is our last site here in Galena, down here on the corner. This building right here with the neon arrows. It's an old gas station. Big neon arrows there on top. And underneath we have the pumps. The original pumps of this gas station. Get a better look from the side here. So this road is really, really busy. So I wish I could run across, but I'd probably get hit by a car on Route 66. That would not be good. Anyway, we got these two old gas pumps on the corner, right there. That's pretty cool, and there's no canopy. We got a quick little drive right up here to fill up your car with gas. These beautiful signs up there. We got some cool signs here. There you go. That's our little town of Galena on Route 66 in Kansas. We're headed down this way to a town called Riverton on our next stop along Route 66. Anyway, kind of noisy here, but thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.